when you're shooting a video, there's only two types. There's two very distinct categories of video. There's A-roll and there's B-roll. Who's ever heard of B-roll or A-roll before? All right, cool. So A-roll, here's how this applies to you. A-roll is the story. It's basically somebody talking. I'm filming this right now. This is A-roll, okay? B-roll is anything that shows the story. So typically there's no talking at all in B-roll, but I think it's as important as the story. So when you're making your own social media content, think about what is my A-roll and what is my B-roll going to be. Like, for example, my wife right now, she's got her phone. She's shooting B-roll of me up here talking like this to a crowd of people. In 6 months, if I'm promoting another event, even though it's not here or whatever, I have this B-roll that I can use, right? So these are the two very distinct types of content. So when you're going into anything, always try to have both. Don't just have B-roll, that's a sizzle reel. Those are fine, but you know, it's 2024. Don't just have A-roll, that's too boring. Nobody wants to hear you just talk, right? Try to combine it, and if you do that, you'll be very successful. All right, I've done a lot of work on film sets and documentaries, and when I'm out there with like a full-on cinema camera, there are 3 different types of lenses that I would be switching from and using. There's a cinema lens, a zoom lens, and a fisheye lens. And there's literally a guy dedicated on set, running around switching lenses. It's a whole like job just to switch out a lens, right? Well, we live in such a crazy time because we have all 3 of those lenses right here on your phone. That's what these are. So if you've ever wondered why are there 3, they're literally combining the 3 most useful lenses that a cinematographer like myself would use. But the cool part is you can transition them from each other. You know what I mean? You can go from 0.5 to a zoom. That's pretty cool. So I'm gonna break down when to use each of your different settings, like, because there's a special time to use each of them, okay? So, your cinema lens. This is normal mode, all right? So I'm gonna open this up right here. Normal photo mode, say hi everybody, that's you. So normal photo mode, or normal video mode, or cinematic mode, that's the cinema lens. It's all using the same. Cinema mode, the only thing that it does is it's using AI to blur out the background. Otherwise, it's just the exact same thing, okay? This is the best for people, always. These lenses were built for people, always, okay? The key to shooting good shots, this is the #1 takeaway, is motion, okay? Something should be moving. Unless it's A-roll. If it's A-roll and it's just like an interview of somebody like talking, it's all good. Otherwise, your shot will suck if nothing is moving. So, if like me and Henry are walking down the hallway and he's doing this, you know, sexy model shot, if I'm walking, you know, if I'm just like walking with Henry, he's walking, or I'm panning past him, there's motion, he's moving. But if I'm filming a room, the room's not gonna move. So just this is gonna be a terrible shot. So in that case, I need to move. So either the subject moves or you move. And as long as you apply that rule in all of your shots, it'll be great. So if I'm shooting the sign, it's not gonna move. So I have to move, and I'm gonna walk like this, and I'm gonna move my body to compensate, and now there's movement. Anything, this will literally work with anything. Your food, the walls, like as long as you're moving, or the subject is moving, your shot will be great. Zoom lens, all right? The zoom lens is really the best for creating motion. Here is the zoom lens, right? Watch it, it's going all the way up to like 8 point whatever, right? I would rarely just like stay zoomed all the way in unless I was like filming something crazy. The way that I would use this is to create epic motion. So I'm gonna start zoomed in on that, whatever that little clocky thing is, okay? You guys can kind of see my screen. I'm zoomed in on it. As I walk, I'm gonna use my fingers and like zoom out and create a super cool shot. So if you zoom in or out while you're in the middle of a shot to create motion, you can create like emphasis with the zoom. That's pretty much the only time that I've ever used the zoom lens, is like while you're moving, I'm zooming in, or while you're moving, I'm zooming out. And you can create emphasis, okay? Use zooms to tell the story. So if it's Henry drinking a can of soda and the client is the soda, I can use a zoom to like, you know, slowly allude to the fact that boom, soda is the focus, not Henry. Or if Henry's the focus, I can go on it. So that's kind of the only way I would use it. And that's the magic mega zoom. Start zoomed in on like, if it's like a logo of like, you know, even like the Dream Lab outside. Start zoomed in, and then like in the middle of your shot, click to 0.5 and move at the same time. And it will create this super cool effect where like it's like, that's all you gotta do. Just zoom in on something for like 3 seconds, 0.5 and turn, and now you have a super cool shot. Okay, told you we're gonna go fast. All right, and then the last one, fish shot. This is your 0.5. These are the newest ones that have been added to iPhones or Androids. Never use these for people, please. Okay, don't. No. Use these to showcase places. Nothing makes me more sad inside when somebody cranks open the 0.5 to take a picture of me. I'm like, oh man. See, I'm not gonna use it. It'll just distort you and make you look really weird. Okay, so that's never for people. The 0.5 is for places, pretty much exclusively, right? So if you're like, wow, I'm in Scotland and it's beautiful and there's these sheep, like, I just wanna show all of it. You can use your 0.5 and go like this, and it'll showcase it way better.
Is it this one? It's like, let's please.
That's the one, 0.5.
No.
But that'll make people look weird because the way the glass is shaped, it'll make you look like a Oompa Loompa basically if you put it on a person. So never ever use 0.5 on a person. And let me teach you a magical trick. You guys ready? I call this the 0.5 transition. So if I'm filming Michael's son Lee over here, all right, we're filming him in normal mode because that's what we do. Now I want to do a cool transition. At the same, I'm gonna hit 0.5 and go up at the same time. All right, and now I'm gonna come over here to Mike. I got it in 0.5 still. And I'm gonna come up into Mike. All right, and now I can edit those together and it will look like a casino, like a giant circle basically where I roll up from the sky from Michael and it comes into Mike. So 0.5, you can do that left, you can do that right. You just snip the clips together and you can do any kind of cool transition on a 0.5. So it's a way to add a little bit more like spice. You can do it for rooms, you can do it for people, you can do it for anything. Okay, lighting tips. That's our shooting tips. Let's talk about lighting. There's really only 2 situations you'd be shooting, inside or outside. If you're outside, find some shade. Find shade. Don't shoot in the sunlight. Bad choice, shoot either against the sunlight or in the shade. You want your face to not have all those harsh sun lines that make us all look really old. So find under a tree if you're gonna shoot something, or find some shade, and that will just save you a lot of the headaches. And then if there's any kind of reflection going on, if it's a really bright day, face the reflection. So like if you're in the city and there's windows, that's natural reflection onto your face. So face the windows, and then the person filming you, you'll literally just have the world light you up, and you can use the atmosphere to your advantage. If you're inside, find a window. If it's the day, that's all I do. I find a window, I place them in the window. If the window is here, place them here. I stand next to the window, and now they have perfect even lighting because the window is going to break up the light and make it perfect. So I always find a window and shoot. Or I use the flashlight trick, or you can there's so many little handheld lights that on Amazon or Temu or whatever. Everybody should have one. They're like 20 bucks. You can carry it around in your bag, and it will allow you can like change the color too. So that, you can change any kind of scene, and you can shoot anywhere, anytime with your iPhone, one of those. It'll brighten up a scene enough. So carrying one of those will make it so you can shoot anytime. Okay, I promise to do questions. Audio tip, I only have one. Buy one of these. Every single business owner should own their very own lapel microphone kit. And I will link you. This is the DJI mic. DJI mic. That's the best one, but there's so many options that are, like
Bluetooth, yeah.
It's wireless onto that camera right there. And then it's like an AirPods case. You have yours with you. Look at this guy. All right, Henry, shout out to Henry. Look, he's got his right here ready to go. Show everybody. He's got a sticker and everything. So that's it.
And this is a different one that the Japanese Rode.
That's Rode is also another their killer one. Rode, you can buy that at Best Buy right now.
150 bucks.
150 bucks would even be a high-end one. Like we're talking like $200 is like the highest you can buy. That's what I use for like my professional stuff. You could get one for like $50 on Amazon. You could get one for $20 on Amazon that literally goes into your phone. You just like, boop. You need one receiver and then you need the microphone. This technology, guys, has come out in the last like 3 years, and I cannot emphasize how much this has changed the world. Like I spent so many ridiculous hours of my life running chords. They call me the chord bitch for years when I was like in junior high for audio, you know, like so that we could hear people all hundreds of feet away. This is crazy. So you can literally make content anywhere. You can put, you know, you two are like a perfect team, right? One of you throws the mic on, one of you's holding the camera, doing the lighting or whatever. Find some shade, and now you could just crank out as much A-roll as you want, and then as long as you have B-roll of your toys, your services, now you have all these sweet videos. All right, editing tips. This is the real money, even though this is a free to bet. The Captions app will change your life. If you're not using the Captions app, it's this blue one or purple one. It will change your life. So what it does is you can import your A-roll of you talking with your new microphone and your new lighting tricks that I taught you. You can update your A-roll. This is Ethan. You're about to go see him.
Push up for every time I saw someone trying to time the market well.
It's funny you're seeing him shirtless before you go to his presentation. That's the transition, by the way, that I was showing you. So Captions will automatically transcribe whatever you say, turn it into captions, and all you have to do is choose the style that you want, the colors that you want. You can add music to it. You can edit out like ums, ohs, ahs. It will automatically do that for you. It's like $60 a year, and it will change your life. So it will allow you, like, it will take care of the editing. It won't add in B-roll, but it will, you know, it can do pretty much everything else. So it's pretty awesome.
Question.
Hit me.
CapCut versus Captions. Just have.
I would use CapCut for assembly and Captions to polish it off. Good question. So CapCut I would use to add in B-roll. So Henry's talking 30 seconds, and then I have this shot of him networking, and then I have the shot of the logo. I would add those in. I would add those in CapCut, export, and then I would send it to Captions where I would finish it up with music, captions, you know, whatever else.
And by taking it from app to app, is there any way to not get the downgraded kind of video quality? Or is that just...
It's just, yeah, I mean, so when I export it the very first time from CapCut, do it as high as you can. Highest quality that you can, because it will get knocked down every time you push it to a different app. Yep, also when you post it, like try to post it from the phone that made it. Don't like iMessage it to somebody and then they download it and then they try to you'll lose quality. So yeah. All right, this is my proprietary, oh, sorry, my child. This is my proprietary, oh wait, hold on. The double scream's coming. There it is.
I don't think you can that this.
All right, from Vegas. So my proprietary editing technique is the casino effect. That's what I call it. Every 3 to 5 seconds, I switch the visuals. So I just do crazy B-roll. And I have found that I'll have people make it to the end of my videos like 80% of the time. And that's really, really rare because I use the casino effect. So every 3 to 5 seconds, I switch the B-roll. But people don't even care that much what they're watching. They just don't want it to be the same thing for more than 5 seconds or they're gone. And so the first 3 seconds, boom, I switch to something else. So it's like, hi, I'm Henry, and I like to, boom, I would switch it to suddenly Henry shaking somebody, even if I'm faking it, you know, I'm like, Henry, go shake that person's hand. You know what I mean? I put that in, and then he's like, and I work opposite, and then I cut to the logo, the mug, right? So that's why you do the B-roll, because the B-roll is gonna make it so that you can casino effect it. This would all be done in CapCut. This is a little bit more advanced editing, so you would import your A-roll, add some B-roll, and then you could throw it into Captions app for your music, for your captions, for your polish, and you have like a banger 10 out of 10 reel that will most likely kill it in the algorithm. So those are my 2 biggest secrets. And then, perfect timing. This is the most important thing, because if you don't do this, then everything I just taught you doesn't matter. Organize. Seriously, guys, nobody organizes content. My life is albums on photo apps. And I just have so many collections of everything. But you at least, here's my invitation, have 1 album somewhere on your phone for B-roll for you. And have a partner film it, and you can help them and add it into your personal B-roll bin, because this is your business. No, you know, it's very hard to do. That's why people hire me, right? It's because it's very hard to get B-roll of yourself working and doing the handshake without being like an idiot. But like, you know, and then I add every single thing that anybody, like any B-roll or photos or anything of me that I've ever taken ever, I have added into this album. And so then whenever I'm making videos, I can literally just download it and like add it in, and it's super easy. If you don't organize, you'll lose it. You'll never find it again, and it doesn't matter. So every time you shoot, whether it's A-roll, whether it's B-roll, organize it the day you shoot it, so that even if you don't have to edit it the day you shoot it, organize it the day you shoot it, or you'll lose it and your life will be a nightmare. So anyways, this has been Video Alchemy. I hope this was good.